Mayor Michael Bloomberg's soda ban has been rejected by a state Supreme Court judge. The judge, Milton Tingling, basically says that the law is arbitrary.
Come on, am I the only one that thinks it's a funny name?
Especially for this story, you know, it sounds kind of fizzy. Tingling, fizzy. Anyway. God, we're clowns.
Okay.
Anyway, now, as I mentioned, he rejected the soda ban of, 16 ounces or more. Or I'm sorry, over 16 ounces, because of the fact that he considers it arbitrary. And he also thinks that this is basically Mayor Bloomberg overstepping the boundaries, because this is something that the city council should have voted on. However, a Mayor Bloomberg appointed panel of health professionals, or a board of health professionals, actually voted on this. So he had an issue with that. And another thing that he had a problem with was the loopholes. Now, when it comes to chains like 7-Eleven or other, fast food restaurants, those restaurants and those stores are regulated by the state. However, since this is something that would happen in Manhattan, in New York City, the only people that would be affected by this are mom and pop shops. So it would be a little unfair. And as the judge says, the loopholes in this rule effectively defeat the stated purpose of this rule.
Yeah, so he actually makes a lot of good points. It seems like they kind of won on technical grounds but it's not so technical, and a lot of the business owners, including the movie theater chains, said, wait a minute now, this is going to cost us hundreds of thousands of dollars to actually change things, for some of the stores on our menus, etc., let alone the fact that you can't sell more of that stuff. But why doesn't it apply to the other guys? And I know why, it's because of state law, etc., but it seems fundamentally unfair. But they didn't decide the case, interestingly enough, on whether the ban made sense or not. They didn't. Because, of course, the judiciary shouldn't get involved, and that's not their job. That's the job of the legislature and the executive branch to work that out. But they're just saying whether it's applied evenly, and it's not. So it's gone down. Of course, Bloomberg says he's going to fight it all the way. But you know me, I don't believe in the ban, period.
Right.
So I'm glad it's
I think that it's a very simple or a simplistic approach to a very complex issue. And to say like, we're going to ban sodas that are more than 16 ounces, that's not going to solve obesity. Is it going to convince some people to consume less calories? Sure, but that's certainly not the great solution to a very complex problem. And as you mentioned, Mayor Bloomberg says that he will fight tooth and nail, and he tweeted about this. He says, we plan to appeal the sugary drinks decision as soon as possible, and we are confident the measure will ultimately be upheld. So we'll see about that.
Yeah. And look, the other part of it is I just simply have a problem with it philosophically. I don't think the government should tell me what to drink and not drink. So I don't drink anything above 16 ounces, and I agree that there's nothing wrong with a marketing campaign saying, hey, don't drink that much, because it actually adds on a ton of weight that you're not even aware of. Great, you should let people know about that. But don't ban it. No, I just think that's personal freedom, so I don't agree with that at all. And let me also say that tingling sounds like a panda you might find at a zoo as well. So just as tingling, panda or fizzy drink or whatever you are, we agree.